What's up, everybody? Medic the Nerf Guy here, broadcasting live from the Matty Lair. So, in this video, we'll be going over another old school blaster review. We'll be going over the Titan. And I believe this is part of the Titan Unity system. I don't really have the rocket with this. This is just the main part of the blaster itself. So basically, let's get into it. Starting with the front here and all. This is basically the propulsion mechanism, or as I say, this is basically pumped and all. Okay, basically what happens is you pump this up. So let me pump this up really fast. Basically what is, you pump this up and there's a little gauge right there, as you can see that, and if it's in the red, that means it's fully pumped. You can see it's, okay, and basically this is what it's going to sound like. I know you probably couldn't hear that because the quality on my camera is crap, but basically what it does is it shoots air out and sends a rocket flying. Now this was part of the Unity system. The Unity system was not only this, but it was had a Hornet here, which was pretty much basically just a 6-shot blaster. Then it had the Nerf Scout, which was basically I guess you could say a cross between a Reflex, Maverick, and I don't know, basically it was a pistol. Now this thing came in several different colors. I think it came in the typical, and it came in red is the most widely known, but there's also red, there's blue, there's yellow, and I think there's also green. Yellow probably being the rarest one of them, I believe. The red one was more common. And this thing shot rockets. This was part of the Unity system. As I already said that before, sorry. Wow. Anyway, basically, not much to go over here and all. Basically, this thing is the pump, and you don't really want to rest it on your shoulder because this gets very uncomfortable. This thing pretty much, I believe, was Nerf's probably only branded with the rocket launcher. Now, the crazy thing is these do fetch a pretty penny online. You might find you can't really find these hardly at all anymore. I know Evan B probably found a lot of these in I know in some of his videos. Now Evan B had the Unity system here, and I think he posted a few of his photos on Facebook. And but basically, it's really hard to find this in box, and even harder to find the rockets because this thing only fires huge rockets. And literally, look at the size of this thing. The size that has to go around there and all. It's like that big diameter, which means basically, it fits a huge rocket on here. Now, I don't have the rocket, so I can't really do a firing test on this. All I can really do is talk about it. This thing was so much fun when I first got it. But the sad part, was that the rocket itself was crap. The wings, pretty much, that it used to glide and all were pure crap. So when I fired it, it got less than 3 feet, pretty much. Basically meaning it was a close quarters piece of junk. And when I got it, the air, let's just say, when I got it, the air tank was pretty bad, and it was pretty bad. So luckily, I had to put a new tank in here. Pretty much, one of my old Nerfing buddies had a Titan that he didn't want anymore, so I just simply took that. I threw the shell away pretty much, but basically all I did was just take the tank out and redo all the internals in this, so it's sort of modified. Now, if you notice now is that this thing would normally come off, but so I don't know. I've modified this thing to where it does not come off. It twists a little bit, but it doesn't twist off. It's like a little twisty thing here. So yeah. But basically, the tank and all in here is huge. If you've seen a can of if you've seen like a can of Diet Pepsi or something, or a can of Mountain Dew Cold Black or whatever can soda and all, basically it's the size of about an 8-ounce. The tank in here is massive. One of the biggest tanks of anything I've ever seen. Welcome S7 had done a comparison of that one. He said it was like a can of Mountain Dew Cold Black, and it's just massive. But also, one thing I like about this is the mod potential. I know Wacom S7 did a mod where he redid the internals of a Spectre to hold a Titan tank and shoot like a 7 to 14 darts at once, of which I can't remember. But this thing has huge modded potential. People have taken the tanks out and put them in like Mavericks and Spectres, and I don't really know what other stuff they've done with this, but also I've seen things where they probably redid this to where they redo the internals and rebarrel this to shoot like micro elite darts or just regular regular stock elite darts. But I mean, basically, this thing has huge mod potential. Great blaster. If you can find one. Would I recommend picking it up? Sadly, no, because I mean, basically, let's say you only have one rocket. Unless you have the Unity 3-in-1 system, this is going to be a piece of crap, pretty much. I gotta say, though it is fun to use, it's not Nerf war practical because, I mean, let's say you have to carry a bunch of rockets with you, and, I mean, it says like 5:35 on my timer counter here, so just to get up to full stuff here, and I was like, let's see here. Just to pump this thing up, it takes like, depending on how fast you pump, that took me like 10 seconds now, okay? And let's say you rebarrel it to shoot elite darts and all. It would take 10. Average rate of fire would be like maybe one dart every 10, 15 seconds, depending on how fast you can pump. I'm sorry. Well, I'm just kidding. Anyway, guys, yeah, basically though, depending on how fast you can pump the Titan, basically depends on your rate of fire, and it only fires rockets. Now, I know that this thing pretty much, basically this thing is can be modded to hell and back. I know people might use it for internals like the air tanks. Again, Wacom S7 has a model where he did that one, and several people have taken this apart and used it in like Mavericks, Spectres. I can't remember how many mods have been done with this. It's just the mod potential in this thing is mainly insane and a lot of fun. A really fun blaster to shoot, like if you're just I guess if you like just having a regular fun game, pretty much and all, it might be fine for that. But practical for Nerf war, sadly no. So unless you plan on using this thing, it's the Unity 3-in-1 system, where it's like the Hornet, Scout, and the thing and all, and the rockets, I would not recommend using this because it only shoots rockets. And even finding one rocket, I cannot find any rockets at all for this thing. And yeah, but to be able to find one of these things though would probably be really awesome. So yeah, again, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. I don't have the rocket for this thing, so I do apologize about not having a firing demo for you guys. But yeah, please let me know if you enjoyed this and if you enjoy this series. Please comment if you have uploaded a video for the Matty the Nerf Guy 100 subscriber contest. The winner will get a Swarmfire, a stock Swarmfire. So yeah, remember to submit your loadouts to me or post a picture of your loadout on Instagram and follow me on Instagram at Matty the Nerf Guy. I will see you guys next time on Matty the Nerf Guy. You guys have a great day. Much love. Peace and hair grease. Peace out.